With Spartan drinking trifecta. Yeah, these are really bad for you, man. I don't know why you're smoking these, buddy.
Shut the fuck up.
Welcome back to the Boys Over Podcast. This is episode 32, I believe. I did not check again, but I'm pretty sure this is number 32. Today, we have on a recurring guest, a great man, great father, and a great friend, Matt Garza.
What's happening?
We also have a little bit of a live crowd. We have two people in the back. I will not mention their names because I don't want to patronize them. Robert Miller, Daniel Lujan. But, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? How's it been since the last time we had you on?
It was good. Chilling.
Yeah?
Same old stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Not same.
Huh?
I said not the same.
Like with everything?
You have new glasses. You have
I
braces.
do. I got braces.
You got some braces, dude.
I got braces.
You have a new
again.
car. Whoa.
No, that...
I'm gonna read that out, dude.
Go dive straight into it.
Yeah.
But,
It looks new.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely new. Remodeled.
So, over the last week, it was this week, right?
Yeah, on my birthday, bro.
Oh, man.
On my birthday.
Happy
So-
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
So, what all went down? Basically, for the fans to know, he got his car broken into.
Yeah.
But there was, like, a lot of stuff kind of happened.
Yeah, so fucking so my birthday's May 11th. It was Mother's Day. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, if you let me work on my car for the day, like, have a happy birthday. You know what I mean? So I just got airbags, air suspension on my car. And that was what my whole day pretty much consisted of. And we left the shop around 10 o'clock, made it into town around 10:40-ish. Air suspension went out, left me on the side of the road, and then called my brother. Now it's like 11 o'clock at night. So I'm like, made the ultimate decision, was like, you know what, I'm going to be up early tomorrow. We got an extra car, whatever. End up showing up around 10 o'clock and it's broken into. Destroyed.
And what kind of car do you have?
I have a 2013 Subaru Impreza, WRX.
Oh,
Yeah. And if anyone who knows me, like, they know I love my car. Like,
Yeah.
that's like my new addiction, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I love my car. I put a lot of money into it. So, yeah, I mean, they destroyed my hood, my fenders, my bumper, stole my battery, broke my windshield, broke through a passenger window, tore apart my inside of my car, and yeah. So
Did they steal stuff? What did they take?
that's really the only thing that they took was my battery. They took my fucking Subaru owner's manual, my leather, like the leather pouch that it's in that go into the glove compartments, a rosary, a cross, and my cologne.
Wow.
That's literally it. And then they, broke everything, took apart my car, siphoned my gas.
Oh, I didn't save your gas.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
terrible,
like,
dude.
Just like some, just...
Low life stuff.
Yeah, so it sucks.
But they're praying.
Huh?
They're praying.
They're praying?
They got your rosary and stuff, so they're
Shit,
praying.
I hope that shit carries the worst bad luck with them. Like, I hope it carries no fucking anything with it, bro. So, yeah, so right now, I mean, just my hood alone, it's a $2,000 hood. My front bumper's a $1,000 bumper. My fender's like $1,500. My battery, $200. Windshield, another $300. Then passenger window, another $100.
Was insurance able to like help out?
Yeah, for the most part. The thing is though, it's like now it's so aftermarket,
Yeah,
all
true.
the pieces. So I had to find a carbon fiber specialist that specialized in that material. I just couldn't take it to like a regular body shop. So thankfully enough, I knew someone and then got in touch with them and about $1,300 worth of repairs. That's just for my hood alone. Got a quote, an estimate for my windshield and my passenger side window. Another $650 estimate. So yeah, and my pride.
I'm only asshole because like at 8 o'clock I was like Snapchatting a video of me driving by it.
I know it was so crazy because I passed by at like 6:30 in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Like little did I know, me taking that Snapchat, my car was already broken into. And then Jalen called me at like 7 in the morning and he's like, dude, what the hell's happening? Blah, blah, blah. And then like 7:20 like passes by and he's like, then you hit me up literally like 15 minutes later. I'm like, yeah, the Vasquez boys just fucking me over. Like you and Jalen both, you know. So
I was driving by, I was like, damn,
yeah,
dude.
bro, like
I sent him the video of it.
yeah. So
And then I fell asleep. And then
Yeah.
I woke up, and
yeah,
I'm like, bro, what the hell
Yeah,
happened?
bro. I was like,
Yeah.
I literally texted him like, "That's fucked up, man."
Yeah,
It's
so-
terrible. I couldn't imagine that, man.
yeah, and I've never had anything like this ever happen to me, bro. So it's just definitely like a learning experience
Yeah.
now. And thankfully enough, I have full coverage, pay enough every month for it. So I mean, could have been worse. I could have not had a car, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Probably just got another beer.
Nobody heard that.
I heard it.
hate that.
But man,
Yeah.
I like 2 years ago, here at this house, I had my work truck, and we did like the turkey bowl on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah,
I use my truck. I drive to the turkey bowl. We play and everything. I parked my truck that Thursday morning. Didn't touch it again until Monday because we had Thursday,
Dang.
Friday, Saturday off.
yeah.
Sunday off. Didn't touch it again. Monday morning, I'm walking out to go to work. I open my door, and my armrest and glove compartment are all just scattered all over my passenger seat. And I'm like, when the fuck did I go through my truck?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what the hell? When did I go through this?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, so I cleaned it up a little bit. I drive to work. I'm talking to my coworker. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I hopped in, and like my freaking glove compartment's all taken out. And I don't remember talking to that. And my coworker's like, yo, I think you got robbed. And I was like,
He got robbed.
oh shit, I got robbed.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I go, my backpack with like my basketball shoes, my AirPods. It's like a Project Rug backpack, like $100
Yeah,
backpack,
yeah.
all gone, dude.
Damn, didn't
And
even
I'm
realize
like, what
it.
the hell, man? Like,
Like
and then the
black
funny part,
and yellow one I have.
yeah,
Yeah.
the funny part, my Ford Ranger manual jacked. Yeah, dude. So I don't know what it is about
Crazy.
manuals
Yeah.
and stuff, dude.
OEM,
they just
dog.
take them.
OEM. Literally, bro. That's like the only thing I could think of. Like, someone's like, damn, this
Yeah.
is a come up.
And then slowly I would like remember like, where's this at?
Yeah, it was in the backpack.
It's in the backpack,
Yeah.
bro. Or obviously I told the story before. They stole my Maxima. I had a Nissan, a
What?
Nissan Maxima. Yeah, you
Yeah.
heard the story?
No.
Oh fuck, I gotta tell the story
It's
again.
gonna be like the 10th time that we tell it on this podcast.
But
Oh,
it is
really?
a funny story though.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I'll tell you, it's good. It's funny because Jalen's like, what the fuck? But I had my Nissan Maxima, and when we used to live in Henderson, we in a neighborhood called Bell Creek over there in Henderson.
Yeah.
So we used to park right off of, I think it's like Bell Creek Boulevard, which is like one of the main roads there.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up, got up, started my car, but the Nissan's a button, so I had to turn the
Yeah.
button on, take my keys with me
Yeah.
into the house, and then I'm like making eggs or something like that. I don't know what I was doing, and I just see my neighbor like through my window, and I'm like, what? And they're like, they just stole your car. I'm like, what? Like, "Yeah, someone just stole your car. So I'm like, shit. I run to Jalen. Jalen, my brother, who's going to the police academy, like, yo, this dude's gonna help me out. And I'm like, yo, Jalen, they stole my car. And he's like, the fuck do you want me to do? So he basically like hops up and hops in the car, takes
Yeah.
off, because at the moment we thought that the Nissan that we have is, some of the Nissans is, if you drive far enough, it shuts off without the key.
Yeah.
The
No.
Nissan that we have doesn't do that.
Damn.
It's one of the generations that in between that doesn't do that.
Of course.
So they just took off.
Damn.
They're gone. So I'm like trying to call, and I'm like, I called 911. Hey, stole my car. I'm telling Desiree like, yo, I cannot remember the license plate right now. Call my dad to see if he remembers it, or if he has like the insurance or something.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, yeah, blue Nissan Maxima 2013, and I'm like, this is like, hey Lorenzo, talking to my dad. Hey Lorenzo, well, do you know the license plate to the Nissan Maxima?
Yeah.
And she's like, your dad asked me why. And I'm like, tell him they stole my car.
It's gone.
They stole Lorenzo's car. And he's like, what? And like, yeah, so they finally gave it to him, and I was like, God dang it. Like, I was like, this is terrible.
Damn.
Finally, like almost a whole month after it happened,
They found it?
they called me up on like a Saturday, and
No
they're like, hey, is
way.
this Lorenzo Vasquez? I was like, yeah. And like, we'll just let you know we just found your Nissan Maxima. I was
Wow.
like, what? And like, we just found it in a King Soopers parking lot just out here. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, is there any damage? I'm thinking like,
It's messed
it's
up.
messed up.
yeah.
Any damage? Like, well, that we can tell, no. They're like, but it is, we're gonna tow it. We'll
Yeah.
tow it to the Adams County yard. Just come by and pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. So we go, and I need my dad to go, because then one of the worst things they do about that, they're like, tell my dad, well, we need the registration to prove it's your car.
Yeah.
And he's, well, the registration's in the car.
Yes, for sure.
And but we need it. And he's like, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
So finally, my dad like, got like a request. He's, well, I requested. Oh, that's fine. So they take it. My dad comes back, and he's like, yo, like, there's no gas, but they cleaned it out.
Yeah.
They cleaned it out. And I'm like, no way. So we get the car and look at it. It legit looked like I had it detailed.
Wow.
That's how clean they cleaned it out.
Wow.
I had a bunch of tools in the truck. I had a big old like Milwaukee job site speaker
Yeah.
with like a I think it was like a 10.0 battery, like a really expensive battery, dude.
Yeah.
Gone. I had a backpack, bunch of workout stuff, and everything. My photo of my dog, I had a Polaroid of my dog. They took that. I believe they just threw all the junk away and everything.
Yeah.
But the part was that they couldn't. They turned it off. They had to turn it off at one point.
Yeah.
And they couldn't turn it back on.
For sure.
So they just drive it as far as they can with the gas, and they're probably trying to get to a chop shop.
Yeah.
Because I guess in that neighborhood, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just so you know, a lot of people in that neighborhood, they take those cars to get chop shopped, and they freaking take the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that is crazy.
I know a funny story.
I never heard that one before.
So one time I was accused of stealing a truck.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it's a crazy story. So we used to go play football.
Yeah.
For a long time, every morning at the rec center.
Yeah.
Well, one morning I'm driving by my neighbor down the street from our house. My buddy Danny lives right there down at the house.
Yeah.
I see his truck being warmed up, getting ready to go play football.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo,
funny.
How funny would this be if I hopped in the back seat of this dude's truck and scared him?
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect, right?
Yeah.
I hop out of the car. I stop in the middle of the road to make sure to see him. So I pull into my spot, hop out of the truck. I sneak up to the truck, and this dude's dad just runs out and like, get the fuck away from my car, motherfucker!
Oh, fuck!
That was Danny's car.
Oh, fuck!
And then I find out later when we're hanging out, he's like, and first of all, like his dad's like, get the fuck away from my truck. I was like, no, I'm sorry. And he's like, oh man. Danny walks out just like,
dude,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like disappointed, like a father disappointed in their son.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, bro? I later then find out he wasn't using the truck. His dad was warming up the truck to go out. So if I would have hopped in the truck and hid, I would have hid behind the dad, bro. Imagine the conversation I had to have to get out of there, bro.
Yes.
Oh man, dude, my stomach fell. It was one of the craziest moments ever.
That's tight.
Yeah, bro. And then I 2 years later, I then talked to his dad about it.
Yeah.
I'm at his birthday party, and I'm like, yo, do you remember that? And he's like, of course I remember that.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know what the fuck to do because someone's gonna. And he's like, well, first of all, I saw you stop next to the truck. I watched you do the whole process.
Damn, not even sneaky or nothing.
Nah, I was a fat ass Mexican walking down the street. He's gonna catch me, like.
Fuck, that's funny.
But, yeah, bro.
Did you guys see this?
I did. Yeah, so hop back in now. Boom.
I'm not a big sports guy, so.
So this is the WNBA.
I'm not
And
sports.
There's two females, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese,
I know the names.
and they've been going at it since college.
Yeah.
Mostly because of Angel Reese, but
Did she play for LSU or something, right?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. And then Caitlin Clark plays for Iowa,
Okay.
and we'll just see. So Angel Reese pushes the girl at the bottom, and then Caitlin Clark just goes and fouls her. And so she gets all mad because there's some tension between them.
Yeah.
And come to find out that Aaliyah Boston, who's the power forward for the Fever,
Yeah.
she got a technical. And with technicals, there's fines.
Okay.
And Caitlin Clark said, I got your fine. I'll pay for you because you're trying to help me or whatever. But
She's a millionaire.
yeah. And Caitlin Clark is probably making the most.
Out of anyone,
probably
right?
close to the most for WNBA.
I think
She
I
signed
think of
a deal
endorsements,
which is
she's-
$100,000
she
or
has-
what?
she
She
has-
signed a deal with Nike.
Like
I
Oh
believe.
yeah, I did see
million.
that. But how much is a contract for WNBA?
Not
So-
a lot.
That's what I said. That's why I said $100,000
They
or
did
what?
the comparison for the
So-
first pick for the NBA,
Yeah.
her year, and the WNBA. So she was making in the 80,000 a year, and Victor signed a contract for
20,
27
million.
within 3 years, I think, or something like that. And yeah, hers was different,
Yeah.
but
But then they talk about it. I've seen videos too. They asked her about it, and she's like, "It's just a hard take foul."
yeah,
And then Angel Reese also came out and said she also made comments saying it was basketball play. Move on.
yeah, get over it.
So
Yeah,
Is this your Explore page?
this is for the boys only one. Yeah,
Oh.
you don't want to see mine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you get to see your Explore
Mine's
page?
like 95% Sabrina Carpenter.
Is what?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
Did you see that?
Yeah, you just throw something at him.
slushy.
Bro, what is up with motorcycles, guy? Though, I do defend them for most parts, but there's some people they get crazy
They're
on the
bad,
road,
bro.
and I'm like, what are you
They're
guys
bad.
doing, man?
I don't like people who drive motorcycles. Honestly, they annoy me.
Yeah, no, they freaking get crazy and stuff.
because they do stupid stuff, and then we have a bigger vehicle, you know, and then we do stupid stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Like, you're driving in and out of traffic, being stupid, and then I don't see you, and I accidentally move over, and then you're accidentally there. Like, that's your fault, it's not mine.
No, yeah, and I get it, but they be like in Colorado, they passed a law this end of last year that you can like lane split and stuff.
Yep.
And sometimes like cool, but sometimes bro, they take it way too, like you're going 65, 70 miles per hour and they're splitting, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
only supposed to be like 20 and under when you're allowed.
Yeah,
to.
I get it. We're parked and we're sitting at like the red light. Go about your stuff, do what you gotta do. But sometimes, man, it gets very scary sometimes. And then, like you said, they get all pissed off when it's like you make the reaction, but you know you're not expecting a dude to come in that hot on you, man.
For sure.
Well, like that one guy that drove from Colorado Springs to
from
Denver. 22 minutes.
Yeah,
bro.
That's sick, bro.
He
found
like
his ass in Texas.
150.
Yeah, they found him.
He does that all
Texas.
like the country and stuff. He goes to like different countries and he hits those freaking miles and everything. It's insane, man, how people can do that.
That's tight.
Yeah. And then I watched Sons of Anarchy. Like, bro, I want a motorcycle.
Dude,
I'm
so reckless when it comes to stuff like that.
I like the ones with the monkey bars.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
choppers.
The choppers,
bro.
Yeah.
Sick, bro.
You're so Mexican, bro.
I got a fucking dirt bike one time, bro. Bought it for like $500. This was when I was a drunk still too. So imagine this. You know, rolling around in shorts, no helmet, bro. Like in Brighton, going up and down bridge in Bromley, just fucking wham.
No way.
Oh yeah, bro.
What?
Hopping through the fields, hopping off onto the main streets, bro. Like, yeah, I only had it for like a month, bro.
Like
so
at
I was
night
like,
or like during the day?
During the day, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Go stop at the liquor store real quick with the dirt bike, park it on the side real quick,
No
bro.
way.
Dude, just being a savage, bro. Like, yeah,
That's crazy.
I had no like, I should have never had one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm getting rid of this bad boy. Got it for 500, sold it for 500. So I was like, cool, laters. Yeah, had fun for a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I was and no helmet, like nothing, bro. Just had a backpack on and just whipping through Brighton, bro.
Yeah.
Thinking you're a badass.
Thought I was cool as fuck.
My cousin Randy's always been into like dirt bikes and 4-wheelers and stuff. And he let me, I think I was like 10 or 12. And he's like, yo, hop on it. I was like, yeah, hop on it. And it was right here in like that big like area in the open field over there.
Yeah.
And I literally was like going like the bare minimum speed just to not fall. And he's like, you're going to blow my engine if you do that again. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I was like terrified to fall, bro.
They're scary, bro. They're sketchy. You're just so exposed to the elements, bro. It's literally you, the bike, and then the ground. Like, that's it.
There's like a photo and it's like a helmet. It's like tore up. And he's like, this is why you wear a helmet. And like, just buy a fucking car at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just drive with a cage on your back, dude. Because goodness sake.
Buy a Tesla Cybertruck.
No, you're gay.
There's that taco truck in town. Have you seen them? He's got the Cybertruck.
Huh?
There's a taco truck right there on Family Dollar.
And
they have
see
the
that.
Cybertruck. And I'm like, damn, bro, you're just doing it for fun.
It was like
huh?
a lawn care business on the door of it, and then he was pulling a taco
that's
truck.
The stereotype,
Damn,
bro.
that's sick.
That's a rich
Baller.
Mexican.
Yeah, baller.
That's a rich Mexican.
Baller.
No, that's
I got the
it's not
truck
a
and the
baller,
taco
it's a
truck?
hustler.
Hustler.
You're
I
doing
know.
everything you can to make money.
What's the difference between a baller and a hustler?
Because a hustler, that's what I just said. You're doing everything you can.
I mean, you
make
could have
money.
just
What's a
flipped a
baller,
couple
though?
bricks.
You just make money, whatever you're doing. A hustler is like, you have multiple businesses. Doing like the guy that we were talking. I don't want to say his name, but the guy that we were talking about the other day, when you're like, bro, you're a bounty, like, you know, like you just do everything to make money.
Oh yeah.
He has like a junk removal business.
Okay.
He was looking for a bounty to make money.
A bounty as in what?
Like bounty hunter.
Adams County bounty. Like
Oh,
someone
so, like, this
skip
is like,
bail.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like these are like his little jobs that he's
Yeah,
trying to
dude,
figure
You
out.
can put on
money.
Snapchat. He's like, yo, let me know if you hit me up on this. Like, this is the bounty and stuff. And I'm like, what? I'm like,
And then,
I just text him, you're a bounty hunter, bro? He's like, yeah, dude, I do it all.
And then
I'm
he refs also.
I want to know this name.
We'll tell you after. You don't know.
You don't know him.
Oh, whatever then.
We know him from my dad,
Whatever.
but that's
Come on, whatever.
that is a hustler. You're making money. A ballers, you have like insane amount of money. Like you just like what's his name?
So do you have to become a hustler to become a
influencer?
baller?
Yeah, exactly. There's levels, bro. There's levels to this.
Whatever, dude. I don't know.
You know that there's levels.
Yeah, for sure. I like spending money.
I'm not screwing with
I
you.
just like spending money.
Bro, I'm terrible at
Dude,
it,
I'm
bro.
so bad, bro.
at spending money.
You guys don't even want to know how much I spent on that air suspension, bro.
Hey, how much you spent on that dinner?
400. It was actually that bad though. I was
We
like,
went to the
I was
Monarch
expecting to
Chop
pay
House.
more.
Yeah. We went
You
to
live tips?
Yeah, well, it was like $307. I left a $100 tip. And these guys were giving me shit. I mean, Kat was like, "You just gave him like a 35% tip." I was like,
Well, okay.
"Yeah." I was like,
Bobby gives 0% tip.
No,
Wow,
the-
you're just
piece of
throwing
shit.
out there.
Dude, well, like, bro, like,
Yeah.
like, when do you ever get that kind of service like that, bro? Like, dude, they come out like
Okay,
they
yeah.
treat you to the max, bro. Like, dude, we literally went to get seated, bro. This guy threw fucking rose petals on our shit, bro. We're like, oh,
well,
like
okay,
that,
so okay, so
well, because this was his anniversary, but like,
yeah. So
dude, it
when,
was time.
when
Like,
I
hey,
did the
whoa.
reservation, I said that
I didn't know rose petals.
Pick one outside the Monarch.
Yep.
when I did it, it was for me and Kat, but it wasn't. It's not our anniversary. We say that so we get a free dessert,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and we do this every year. This is the first time that they actually did it, but I modified the reservation and put for 4 so that Matt and his lady can come.
Yeah.
And so they come and they throw down the rose petals and like, from what I understand, is the anniversary. And I'm like, well,
And a
yeah,
birthday.
and a birthday because
Yeah.
it's Matt's birthday weekend.
Yeah.
And then we get dessert, and we're looking at desserts, and
Dude,
we get a
fucking-
creme brulee.
Dude, we ball out on desserts, bro. Like,
Dude,
they
so
ended
yeah,
up bringing
so
like
we
four,
gotta- we
four
gotta-
desserts,
hold on,
bro.
let me explain it.
sorry,
Let me
sorry,
explain it,
sorry,
goddamn.
sorry.
Don't yell at our guest, Jalen.
Jesus Christ. I'll yell at him all the time.
Just I know, Jalen
So
just
I
drills
get-
into me so much, bro.
I get a creme brulee. He gets like a chocolate dessert. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
And then his lady gets a cheesecake.
yeah.
And then when they come out, they bring 5 desserts.
Yes, bro.
And I'm like,
what the fuck?
whoa, like we didn't order any of this. And the waiter comes out and he's like, oh yeah, these ones are the guys ordered. This one's for the anniversary. This one's for his birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Dude, I would
if I would've known that-
I would have even ordered nothing.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have ordered anything.
Yeah.
And then we take a bite of the creme brulee, and Kat's like, I'm glad we ordered this. Like, it was bomb. So yeah, that's a reason why we had 5.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
Nah, bro. I freaking. We go. Desiree and I every once in a while go to Fogo de Chao, not Fogo de Chao, Texas de Brazil,
Yeah.
and they have Desiree loves carrot cake. I do too, but she loves
I
it.
love it
carrot
too.
cake.
And
That's
they
like
have
my
they have
favorite cake.
they have a carrot cake there that's a big old slice, dude.
Nice.
But Des is like eats it all and then all right, take it home, and I'm like I want it now. Like
Yeah.
I'm in the mood now. Blows my mind that people go to dinner so late.
Yeah.
I was in downtown like 2 weekends ago, and went to a comedy show. And the comedy show started at 6. No, 7? 7. So we didn't get out of there till like 9:30. And I was telling Des, like, yo, I'm running late from work. We probably won't be get food unless you want to get like McDonald's with that. But I really don't want McDonald's before this. It's like, oh, we'll just get something after. So cool. Where we were right next to Cheesecake Factory.
Damn.
I was like, I'm down to get some Cheesecake Factory. I like it. And she's like, yeah, let's go. I go, first of all, they have too much stuff on the menu.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah,
like
it's
burgers,
huge.
pasta.
Yeah.
They had carne asada on their menu, bro. I'm like, this is just too much
It is.
to master. And it does come out good. It's not terrible. But, and then we get our cheesecake. And just like, we're getting cheesecake. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. She's like, no, get this one. And I'm like, just order 2. She's like, no, I'll be like, they'll look at me fat if I order 2. You get 1, I get 1. I'm like, all right, dude. But then we took it home. And then she's like, yeah, they put like sour cream on top. And I'm like, why would they do that?
That's
But
too
like, I
much.
killed the cheesecake anyways. So, that's what killed
Do you
it.
like sour cream?
No.
Dude.
But it was
I love
like
sour
like
cream.
embedded in our heads from our mom, bro.
Yeah.
I think so.
What?
she
Oh,
hates
because
it.
she doesn't
She
like
hates
sour
it.
cream? Dude,
I
love sour
I'll eat it like if it's at Taco Bell.
Bomb, huh, Bobby?
If it's dude, fucking Bobby, come on.
He's like, well, but he's like,
I'll eat anything, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if I go to Taco Bell and I forgot to ask without sour cream,
Yeah.
I'll still eat it.
yeah.
But I'm not asking. Like Desiree, like she puts on all her food if she can
I love
and
sour
stuff. And I
cream.
just
I heard that one of our friends eats steaks with sour cream.
Ew.
She will lather it on top.
I don't know about that, but
Is she a
Wow.
fan?
hey, you know what?
She's
All
a
right,
very close
so
friend
let's
to
bring
all
this
of
one
us.
up. What do you guys put on your tamales? What do you guys like? Do you guys just eat them
No,
plain?
we don't do that mustard shit,
Sour
bro.
cream.
Hey.
Sour cream.
See, all right. So like this
What?
is like.
Tamale?
Sour cream?
So hey, no, I've tried it.
Thanks,
so
Daniel.
listen, that's why I kind of was bringing it up too, bro, because like just a couple years ago, bro, got introduced to sour cream and tamales.
Red hot, bro.
Red
Fire.
Hot. I'll do Red Hot. if
Okay,
anything.
like red hot, yeah,
Red
whatever,
hot or
but
Tabasco?
bro, like, dude,
Red Hot, yeah.
mustard
No.
Oh.
tamales.
It's not that good.
Have you tried it?
Yeah,
I
it's
have.
not good.
So bomb.
But
I don't know.
Desiree-
It's like a family thing on my side, bro. Like,
No, I know a lot of people
dude,
that do
like,
it.
dude, love it. It's
My
like
cousin introduced me to it. Not good.
so bomb.
Desiree, well, for a while, I was.
You look like you eat it with ketchup, fool.
Yeah.
Some shit
Yeah,
like that.
I'll believe it when you actually say ketchup the correct way instead of ketchup.
Ketchup.
This guy, this guy, I could never just
So
like.
mean to you,
I
bro.
know he's always so mean.
I'm never like that with my friends.
Bobby's like, hey, what the fuck?
The camera don't swing over here, so my face.
Yep.
Nah, bro, freaking.
I actually just ate tamales this morning.
Yeah, you did.
Where the hell did you get tamales from? You got a
Dude,
plug or what? Well, you got the plug, dude.
No, I
This
don't.
is how. Okay, so this is, dude. Gramps got desperate this last year, bro. Guess where this dude goes and buys fucking tamales?
Walmart.
No,
Parking lot?
fucking Costco, dog.
Oh,
Like a frozen fucking tamale from the fucking
What?
from the freezer, bro. He's like,
I've never
"Ah,
heard of that
Yeah,
before."
oh, they're actually not too bad. I'm like, I will. Don't ever show me that again.
Bro.
I'm like, no, Gramps.
I
Like,
had to tell Desiree one time. We were like at home, and she's like, "Yeah, I got this from Walmart. I got this." She's like, "And also, I got you some tamales." And I was like, "Who the fuck you buying tamales from?"
yeah,
And she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Because like I don't know of any aunts making tamales. My mom's not making tamales, so why would we have tamales?"
yeah.
She's like, "Oh no, I bought some from this kid in the parking lot at
Yeah.
Walmart." And I'm like, "No, Desiree,
Yeah.
no." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yo, they scammed you, dude."
Yeah.
She's like, "What?" She goes,
It's all
"Like, watch."
masa.
Like we grab, bro, straight masa, bro.
Yeah.
A little bit of red on the top of the
Yeah.
line, dude. She's like, "But that little kid, he was so cute." He's like, "Hey, man,
Dude,
would you like to buy tamales from me?" And I'm like, "You can't do that, babe. Like,
Dude,
you
I
can't do
swear
it from
one
a-
time I bought them some from like the Walmart parking lot too, bro. I swear, bro, like these fucking tamales tasted like a fucking pack of cigarettes, dog.
Dude,
I
yeah,
was like,
bro.
dude, they
Don't
were
ever
like,
do it.
they were so nasty, bro. I
Like,
was like,
I get it. They're trying to make their
yes,
money. But at the same time, it's like, where are our morals?
Yeah,
You know? Like, if you're going to sell something,
Yeah.
that's your name that you're putting behind
they
it.
can give a
Seriously.
fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where is the moral that you have behind it? Like,
They don't
the
give a
stuff
fuck.
that you
Well,
love.
they
Dude,
don't give-
when our
they're just
family
trying to
makes
sell
them,
a dozen fucking tamales for $20.
So for basketball camp, to raise money, like a fundraise,
Yeah,
we made tamales. Bro, we made over 100 dozens.
100 dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So was that 1,200 fucking tamales?
yeah, bro.
Jesus
and like
Christ.
you know, my aunts and uncles, they came and like helped out, and we were delivering and all this stuff. And dude, they were packed. We made sure they were packed.
Well, where the fuck you guys at these last few years?
Bro,
Ever
Where-
since then, my mom has retired.
Yeah.
She's like, I will not make any. Well, she made some last year, which is the first time.
But she made it for like the
since-
family. She wasn't making
yeah,
it for people.
that was the first time that she made them for like 10 years.
Dude, I'm like a fucking tamale
Overton.
connoisseur, bro. You know, like I want like a fucking.
You like the
bomb-
beans?
I do love
Oh,
the
love
beans,
the
bro.
beans,
are
bro.
the best
Hey, you
ones,
know what, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Cruz's grandma Savas,
Yeah.
dude, she makes the best bean tamales ever, bro.
Really?
I swear,
I
bro.
don't know. My grandma makes some pretty good ones.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
know, dog. I don't know, dog.
And
No.
gorditas?
Ugh.
See, I'm like not real big on gorditas.
Really,
bro. I
dude?
like them, but I'm just
But
not
you
like.
are a gordita. What
Dude.
well, I guess you don't eat your own kind.
Hey, you know, so, yeah,
Nah, me and
whatever.
you, bro. Me and you.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're like
Don't look
250, dog.
Torta, bro.
Yeah, you're torta, bro.
What?
So don't look at me after you
I
say
wasn't
that.
looking at you. I was more of just like what's up? Like,
You know what I mean? Also, you're torta.
Try
No, bro. I remember I was talking to my dad one time, and I'm like, oh, I was like 18, 17 for one of my. It was a Christmas,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, I was like, what was like the best gifts you ever got, Dad? And he's like, not really. What can you remember? And he's like, tamales. And I'm like,
Fuck
what? And he's
yeah.
like, well, my mom would always make tamales on Christmas so we could have something to open up. And I'm like,
God
damn, bro, I'm
damn
gonna take
it.
these beats you just brought me to my room. I'm sorry, man. That's rough.
Well, that's
okay,
Brad's,
if you think about it, like, what is the best Christmas gift you ever got from your parents? Because I know mine.
I was
And I
like, I was gonna
cried.
be cheesy and be like, my son, you know, but like,
From your parent.
yeah,
like
for
your
my
mom.
parents, my mom.
I know, man. I have two. I have like when I was a kid and when I was older. My number one when I was a kid was I wanted this thing called the Troy bot.
Troy
It
Bot.
was a
yeah,
robot and it did
Yeah.
commands, had all this stuff for you and everything. And I wanted one so bad, and my parents ended up getting me one, dude.
Wow.
It's so sick. And then two was when I was older. I'm a big. Everyone knows I'm a big Beats guy. Beats headphones.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
so
yeah.
many of them. It's
Yeah, I
insane.
remember, yeah.
But I wanted a pair of Beats Studio headphones. It's what I wanted, and they're like $300 headphones. I mean,
Yeah.
they're expensive.
They are.
And I remember I was in my parents' room, and my mom told me like, "Hey, grab this real quick." And I like go into the bed and I grab it. I see a pair of Beats Solos, and I'm like, yo, they got me Beats. I'm like, but they didn't give me like my studio. They got me Beats. It's cool, dude.
Yeah.
So and then we're like at Christmas, we get them, and I'm like, just so you guys know, like I already know what this is.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? And I saw what it was. Like, sorry. And like, oh, cool. I opened it up, and I'm like, yeah, I knew. And I'm like, oh shit, the studio. I was like, I didn't see it right. I was insane. I was so happy to run around. But that's one of my freaking top ones.
My grandma bought me a snowboard one time.
Ew.
And that was it. I mean, I don't know. I can't like. I just like distinctly remember like one year, bro. Like everyone's opening up presents, everyone's getting handed them out. Boom, boom, boom. Angel got like a big old stack, and maybe I got like one, and I'm like, fuck. All right, mine are coming. Mine are probably at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like they're coming, dude. I swear, I shit you not, bro. I got like 4 presents, and Angel got like 12 or something like that. Dude, I started bawling my eyes out, bro. I'm like, ooh, like I didn't get like as much as Angel, like. And my cousin.
You know who the favorite is.
Yeah, no, for sure. And my uncle Eric ended up getting like a fucking chessboard or something. He's like, hey, like, you can have my chessboard. I'm like, what the fuck? Like now you just gave me some fucking pity presents, like, dude, yeah. Like now I'm like, as I get older now, and like I appreciate it. Like my son, he's born on Christmas and shit, bro. Like that'll forever be my like best Christmas present, But like. But you come to appreciate like socks and chons,
little things you don't
like, dude, like I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm fucking rocking chons that I've been rocking since probably high school, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember I was like 20 years old. I think I was like 20 years old, and I was back to living with my parents. Came back from college, and I wanted an Apple Watch.
Okay.
But I just didn't have the money for it.
For sure.
I wake up. I see my present. I open it. It's an Apple Watch.
Damn.
Dude, I just start crying.
Did you?
Grown ass man, bro.
Like grown ass man. Yeah, for real. But like I was more of like, I told my mom, and I'm like, you didn't have to do this for me.
Yeah.
Like I am older now.
Yeah.
I'm grown. I'm supposed to be doing stuff for myself.
Yes, for sure.
And you went out of your way to get this for me.
Yeah.
I just could not stop crying. That was like the best.
I know. The one Christmas gift that I didn't get, but I knew it was recent.
It was recent, dog.
I'm literally chilling at home in this house. I'm hanging out, and Desi's just running in the door. And she's like, shit, fuck. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm like, dude, what is going on? And she just burst out crying. I'm like, what's going on? What is happening? And she's like, I didn't get the PS5 for you. I tried doing the thing. I had it in my cart. I didn't get it. Oh my god. And I'm like, dude, babe, it's fine. Yeah. I don't need it.
You're burning inside.
I'm like,
you're burning.
Bro, I really want to fucking PS5. Fuck. Well, it's fine, babe. It's fine. She ended up hooking it up like a couple years, getting another Christmas later, and she actually gave me PS5. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like,
that's tight.
Yeah. And then the Christmas later, she's like, babe, I need you to do something for me. I was like, what? Because I already knew I had the PS5 because she actually let it slip that. In like September, she's like, I got your PS5. And I'm like, it's not even December yet. Like,
yeah.
And Christmas comes around, she's like, I need your help. I was like, she's like, I need you to go. Because she's like, what games do you want for your PS5 that you already know you have? And I was like, well, Madden, probably the one I want.
Yeah.
And she's like, you already have Madden.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, but I have PS4.
Yeah.
There's a separate one for PS5.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay. So then we're at the mall, we're at GameStop. And she's like, I need you to pick out the Madden because I don't want to buy the wrong one. I was like, all right. So I go out there and I was like, all right, cool, grab the one. We go, we pay for it, cool, we're walking out. And I'm like, holding it, and I'm like, did you buy me the more expensive one or the cheaper one?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, what? And I was like, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I love you. And I know that you bought me the cheaper one.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. And I was like, that one doesn't take this. And she's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, look it up. It's digital only. She goes, and she's like, it's digital only. And I'm like, so this Madden game won't work with the PS5 you bought me, man.
Yeah.
So we had to walk back in, and they were like, we don't even have our, like, we bought it so fast. And they're like, we don't have our system set up. We can't even give you a refund by credit. So we had to give us cash back for the freaking thing. But yeah, she was all sad at that too. Yeah.
I think one time Angel gave me a PS4. It was for my birthday, actually. He gave me a PS4. And then how I got my PS5, crazy story. Last year, we were celebrating Cruz and Juan's birthday. And we were at a brewery at the Orchard Mall, bro. And fucking, dude, Cruz had like 4 tokens. The game called for 8. Juan's over there like spending all of his money on this fucking thing, bro. And Cruz like I said, he had 4 tokens. Juan's like, here, I got an extra 4 for you. Dude, first go, bro. Fucking goes, wins the grand prize, bro. And it's a PS5, fucking like a couple shirts, like a couple little shit, you know? Dude, this motherfucker's like, I won a PS5. And I was like, fuck, like I know he has a PS5, you know? I was like, shit. Like,
Yeah, play a passive game.
yeah, like, oh, that's sick, bro. Tight, dog, you know? I was like, so what are you gonna do with it? He's like, I'm probably just gonna take it home, probably sell it. And I was like, damn. Well, it'd be real cool if you give it to your boy, you know what I mean? Dude, he like thinks on it for like 2 days, bro. Like, and it's like the next following weekend or something. And this fool's like, hey, I'm coming over to the house. Like, let's kick it. And I'm like, cool. Dude, this fool brings the PS5 for me, bro. And he's like, here, bro. Like, I know I got a PS5 like last year. Like, here, you can have this PS5. I'm like, dude, are you serious? He's like, yeah, but dude, it is so funny, dude. Dude, out of all my boys, bro, he hasn't paid for one fucking haircut like ever, bro. And then he just started fucking paying me like 2 weeks before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like he's like, yeah, so now you owe me haircuts until like next July.
Oh,
I'm like, fuck, dude, that's like over a year. And I was like, well, I'll hook you up still, whatever, and then I'll give you like $100, whatever, you know. He's like, all right, cool. July came and he's like, fuck, I'm still not paying for haircuts. I was like, you motherfucker. So now he pays for a kid haircut, bro.
A kid haircut?
Yeah, piece of shit.
How do you do with cutting kids' haircuts?
I mean,
He just complained about it yesterday.
dude,
Oh,
I get badass kids, bro. Like,
Really?
some kids sit, some
Silver
kids
teeth
don't.
and everything.
Silver teeth
Oh.
kids, you know, I'm like, fucking put him in a headlock and
Bro.
shit, bro.
I had to do that with my boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, he's still a baby, bro.
No, yeah,
but
yeah. Because Martin was like there, and he was telling me he was only like 4 or 5 months old when he got his first haircut. Because it was just long, bro, and he has the whole
Yeah.
thing with babies. They move their head so they
Yeah.
lose all they
Yeah.
bald in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, just get him a haircut. And Martin, I was like, yo, would you be down to do it? He's really young. He's like, nah, dude, of course I'll do
Yeah.
it. So when he was chill, like we were able to still hold him, and he got done. And Martin was like, yo, like until he's old enough to pay for himself, like he'll never pay for a haircut for me. I promise you that.
That's tight.
And I'm like, thanks, man. He's like, no, dude, like, you know, and he's like, that's my nephew. And I was like, 100% it is, man. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, never. So then for this one, his birthday's a week from today, basically. And a couple weeks ago, we got pictures for him. And
Yeah.
then like, we need a haircut. I was like, all right, so I hit Martin, like, yo, bro, we got to do a haircut. It's cool. Well, now he's getting older. He's getting stronger, you know,
Yeah.
a little more. And he sits in my lap. I got him. We're holding there. He's doing good, and we're putting the TV on. But once Martin started getting the inside,
Yeah.
he wasn't about it, dude.
Yeah.
He was not having it. And I'm like, fuck, man. So finally, he just legit started fussing, and I was like,
Yeah.
screw this, bro. And I grab him, lock him here,
Yeah.
grab him here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, just go, Martin, go.
Yeah.
Like, line him up.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't, bro. Like, Martin just fucking cut his hair,
Yeah.
bro. And Des is like, hey.
Hey.
And he's like, so he's just like, yeah. I'm like, just go. Do some Martin, like, cuts him up
Yeah.
in like a couple minutes. All right, bro, you're done. We like literally left Martin's house, and he's just like, and I'm like,
poor
bro,
baby.
like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
dude. And then I'm like, yo, just give him a clean cut, give him a fade, like,
Yeah.
whatever. And Des like, I really want a mullet. And I'm like, bro, we're not going to do
Yeah,
the mullet. We're not
no
gonna do the
molar right
mullet.
now. Yeah.
Like, no. And then we're like almost done, and Martin's like, literally, bro. And I know Martin did this on purpose. He's like,
Yeah.
yo, the back is already done, basically. I don't have to cut it.
Yeah, he's
He
bald.
gave him a faux hawk, and he's like,
Oh, okay.
if you really want me to, I can, but he's just gonna fight more Lorenzo.
Yeah,
like, there's
yeah.
no need. And Des is like, yeah, babe, just like he looks cute as it is.
Oh,
I'm like, this fucking kid's got
yeah.
he's gonna get a fucking mullet, bro.
Yeah,
God damn it.
fuck it.
So then they won the fight. Then too,
Yeah.
it's 2v1.
It's all good.
If I was paying for the haircut, there's no question.
Yeah.
This is the free cut from Martin.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
you gotta stay in this cut,
Yeah,
damn it.
for sure.
Like, we're part of this.
Dude, the worst kid that I ever had, he was like 10 or 11 years old, bro. This is when I used to work out in Denver. This kid, like I said, 10 or 11. Dude, he'd get out of the car, and before he was even in the door, he would recognize me and start flipping.
Oh, my goodness.
Flipping, bro. So, you know, whatever. First time I cut his hair, all right, you know, he's just scared, whatever, you know. But the thing is, he's 10. So I'm like, fuck, this kid should be sitting on his own. Next time comes around, bro, same thing. His dad's like, all right, I'm going to sit with him this time. Like, let's get it done, you know. Dude, I swear, he has this 10-year-old kid in his lap. He has his foot locked around his legs like this, bear hugging him like this, and has his head like that, bro. And he's still fucking kicking, screaming.
That's crazy, dude.
He's like, hey, bro, like, and it's hard to get a blend from a 0 to like long hair. You know what I mean? You got to be real like meticulous. You can't, you
Take
know,
your time.
you got to take your time. So he's like, yeah, let me get a 0 fade, all this, like, don't cut the top. And I'm like, fuck, it's a detailed haircut, you know, you got to take your time. dude, I'm fucking sweating, stressing, bro, whatever. Like, third time comes around, same thing, bro. I'm like, fuck, here we go. And, dude, I haven't even put the clipper on this kid's head yet, bro. And right as I go up to his fucking head like this, he turns into my clipper. I slice his ear open, bro. Slice him. And, like, now, this kid's leaking. He's, like, it's a good cut. Like, I cut him pretty bad, bro. And, you know, same thing, locked him up. He's over here. I'm fucking death gripping his head. And he's leaking. So I'm like over there trying to like make sure that he fucking he's not getting blood everywhere. So I fucking have a towel and I'm like holding it to his head. I'm trying to cut him up. He's screaming and I'm like, fuck.
And his dad was like, keep going.
Yes, bro. But like after that, bro, I was like, hey, like I've never done this before, and you know, and I'm sorry it has to be you, but I was like, I can't cut his hair anymore, bro. Like once he comes and is able to sit down and like enjoy a haircut, whatever, like then we will like, you know.
And that's what Martin was saying. Martin's like, it's really good you're doing it now.
Yeah.
Because then he has a nephew. He says, I got a little nephew who's like 4 or 5 years old now, and he's like, he comes basically on his own damn near. Okay. He comes up, sits on his chair by himself. He's like, he passes out in the chair. Yeah. He'll just pass out like that, and he's like, and I'm just I'll get the front done purposely first, and then he'll pass out because the vibration of the clippers. He's like, then I'm just working the back. Yeah. He's like, my cousin sit down.
Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah, I have kids fall asleep all the time. That's like the
you
best.
You ever grown adult do it?
Dude, okay, so another story.
I close.
So another story on that too, bro. So one time I had this guy. He gets like a super high and tight military fade, and I'm over there like getting the corner of his head right here. Like I'm pretty high. I'm like up here, and you know I'm hitting it, and he's relaxing, chilling, and the next thing you know, I'm fucking cutting his hair, and he goes like this. Dude, fucking what? Oh, dude, no, fucking hacked the side of his hair, and he's like, he heard it. It cut, and I'm like, fuck. He's like, no. I was like, he didn't. I was like, yes, I did. Like, yes. I'm like, bro. Like, and I told him then and there, I'm like, hey, like, you can relax in my chair, bro, but you got to make sure that you have it under control, you know. But he's like, oh, like, is it savable? Like, but like I said, thankfully enough, he gets a super high and tight. So that day, he actually got like a super duper high and tight. Wow. So I was like, all right, yep, we'll do this. And I saved him, bro. But yeah, like, yeah, I've had guys going, man. Shit, I mean, it's relaxing, bro. Once you're able to enjoy a haircut, like, that's what it's about.
Do you ever have like friends or family that kind of just like use you and be like, yo, can you come cut my hair like at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I got this one real piece of shit who gets me every time, bro. He actually goes by Jalen Bosque. A real piece of shit, bro.
I was like, yeah, I got haircut tomorrow. Like, what time is it? 6 o'clock in the morning? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Nah, it's more like 6:15, bro. Chill out.
Yeah, dude. He's like, and I tell my clients, like, because we used to have a barber out in Denver, bro. He'd get there at 5:30 in the morning, bro. Damn. Already start chopping, So I've kind of like. I've never done it personally until this dude, but like I know how it is. Like there is like a crowd of people that are like, hey, I want to get this done. Like let's get it busted out early. So I definitely like tell my clients like, hey, like I know it says 8 o'clock in the morning. That's the earliest, but I do have the option to be like, hey, like if you want on Saturdays, I will be here around 6:30. So, but he just happens to get 6. So,
it's because I wait till the last minute.
Yeah, no, literally he's like. Hey.
I'll call him. Yeah. I'll call him, and he's like, only thing I have is 6:15. Yeah. And I'm like, how'd you know that's what I was calling for?
Dude, literally, bro.
And then he answers the phone. Yeah, that's what he said. And then one time he was talking to me, and then he said that he hung up, and Jazz is like, was that Jalen?
Yeah, like, yeah, it was. Like, dude, this dude will call me like at like 9:30 at night, bro.
Oh my goodness.
On a Friday, bro. And I'm like, dude, these are like my 2 busiest days. Any barber, bro. Yeah. Fridays and Saturdays are our busy days, bro. So people, they only get to see 8 a.m. So that's like one of the first fucking appointments taken. And of course, I'll have like 2 clients like, hey, I need early. I'm like, hey, my 7 o'clock's open. And then usually I try to get people to be like, yeah, my 6 o'clock's the only time open. They'll be like, it's never hit this way, bro, where it's like, oh, that's too early. Like, they'll be like, all right, cool, I'll fucking be there. I'm like, you pieces of shit. Like, now I got to get up, bro.
At 5:30's open.
When I booked that, I bring in a burrito.
Yes, he does. So,
I bring
Then I tip generously
He does.
because
Yeah.
I know that he comes.
So
in.
listen, one time I think it was for Academy. This fucking guy, he's like, bro, like you need to save me. I go to work at like 7 in the morning. I need to be there like an hour early. I'm like, bro, like what time? He's like, he's like 5 a.m. I'm like, are you serious?
I don't remember this.
Yes, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. bro. I fucking get there like it's like 5:15. I tell him, I'm like, fuck, like all right, I will. 5:15, bro. I'm over there fucking cutting this guy's hair, bro.
I think he didn't pull up. I was like, that's terrible.
Dude, terrible.
I always pull up.
Yeah, that's
There's
like
only one
thing.
time where it was my nephew that didn't show
Yeah.
up, and I booked the time, and
Yeah.
I still paid him.
He did.
I
He
still
gave
I
me
didn't
like
pay-
$20.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't pay him the full
Yeah, it was
amount, but I
cool,
still
though.
paid him.
Yeah. Maybe it was like
I
10.
had,
But nah,
Maybe it was like, maybe it was like $10, but I guess that'll work.
it was an IOU.
Yeah.
so I got a buddy that his dad like doesn't understand booking with barbers.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It's
understand.
just a whole, it's a
booking with
whole
barbers.
different realm now, though. Like, I definitely was like in the era where it was like strictly walk-ins, you know,
Yeah.
like that's how everyone would go. Like, hey, you know, how long is the wait? All right, I got 2 ahead of you. If you wait, chill. If you want, no, whatever. So I've definly been in that realm where it's
Well, yeah,
like,
when I first started getting my haircut with you, it was like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, I got one guy in front of you right now. If you
yeah,
come right now,
yeah,
I was like,
right,
cool,
yeah,
heading
I'll
that
be
way.
right there, yeah.
Yeah, but like, so my buddy's friend would be like, yo, like, tell Martin to cut my hair, and he's like, you gotta book with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what time to go book? He's all this, and he's like, well, tell him on Tuesdays. Well, he doesn't work on Tuesdays.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
goes to school, and he's like, does he ever work? Like, does he ever cut people's hair?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the curse of being a barber though too, bro. Like how much time we have, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a blessing, but it's also a curse, bro. Because like, dude, I'll fucking cut like, I'll do like 3-4 haircuts in the morning. I'm like, damn, I got like an hour gap, and I'm chilling. I'll do like another haircut, and I'm chilling. I'll go run an errand, you know, whatever. And like sometimes, like, dude, like today, bro, like I fucking went and did 2 haircuts just because I can take my time off. I'm just like, I don't gotta tell
Yeah.
anyone. Like I close my books out, you know, like.
Yeah.
So it is nice, but it is
And
a
that,
fucking
like,
curse.
with Martin
bro.
too, like when he did Sonny's hair, I'm like, yo, he's like, what? We booked it like I booked it like a month ahead of time just to make sure. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I need to get this haircut. Des is on my ass. Like, did you book it? And I'm like, we're 3 months out. No, I haven't booked it
Yeah.
yet. Like, I'll book it here soon. So I booked it with him, and I'm like, yeah, we'll do 8:30 in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
we'll just get it done early in the morning. We'll get it done. He's like, cool. 8 o'clock. He's like, yo, bro, come by like closer to like 9. I'm
Yeah.
running behind. I'm like, all right, bro. And then 8:30, he's like, yo, I actually got done. Could you
time.
come now? And then he's like, and then the next text is like, actually, bro, I'm starving. I'm gonna go run some food. I'm gonna go get some
Yeah.
food real quick. I'm like, God damn, Martin.
Yeah.
We pull up, bro. This dude at 8:30 in the morning, he shows up. He's got 7-Eleven chicken on a stick,
Yeah.
taquitos, and
Yeah.
salsifis. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
he's like, dude, I'm hungry, bro. He's like,
Yeah.
this is probably be the only meal I eat today
Yeah.
because I'm booked today. I'm
Yeah,
booked all through the day.
for
So it's probably
sure.
the first meal I get.
Yeah.
But there is that relationship with like your friends and stuff with the bar because like I'll pull up and I get it because like we're friends and I'm gonna do whatever I need to do, and he hooks me up. But he'll be like, hey, dude, real quick, I gotta take a piss real quick, or hey, dude, like I'm hungry.
I did this
I
to
gotta,
Jalen
eat, I gotta eat
yesterday.
real quick, you know. So
Yeah.
he said one time, I told Dez like, let me get a haircut. She's like, oh, like I'll go with you. And I was like, you probably don't need to. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, no, I'll come with you. It's like an 8 o'clock cut. It was
Yeah.
late in the night.
Yeah.
We show up and Martin's like, bro, real quick, I'm hungry. Me, Desiree, and Martin are sitting at his like island in his kitchen,
Just
and
chilling.
he's eating beans, watching the Nuggets game on his phone,
Yeah.
and we're just sitting there. And I'm like telling Des, and she's like, "This is why it takes you 3
Yeah,
hours to get a
yeah.
haircut." I'm like, that's exactly why. It
Yeah,
takes you 3 hours to get a
exactly.
haircut.
Well, I mean, first, like, when I was a drunk, dude, fucking me and Jay, I'll be like, Jay, like, yo, I gotta go smoke a blunt real quick. Like, gotta take
Literally.
a couple shots. Then I probably need to take a piss after too.
He'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, you want to go to the liquor store with me real quick?
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
like,
go make a liquor store run.
sure,
like, yeah,
And then if we get there, then you take a shot,
yeah,
and then he's like, oh, dude, I really need to smoke.
yeah.
All right,
Alright,
cool.
another
so we
20
go to the
minutes,
back and
yeah.
smoke, and he's like, so like the world right now, right?
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
like,
that's
I'm like,
right, all right, yeah.
I'm like, you're just high.
Yeah, bro. Those are the days.
Yeah, yesterday, what? I sat you down. Something happened, and I'm like over here on the other side of the barbershop. Jalen's still chilling there. Like I haven't even caped him yet, or like buckled him in yet. And I was like, I'm like about to get
He
there. I'm
was in the
like,
back room for something like that.
yeah, and I was like, fuck. Hold on, Jalen. I need to take a piss now. Then I'm fucking in the back. I'm like, fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
But then for me, like, as a friend, I'm like, yo, I get. Because
Yeah.
like, I've heard Martin talk about how, like, if it's someone that I don't know, like,
Yeah.
I can't just do that. It's a
yeah,
professional
for
setting.
sure.
But if it's someone that I do know, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I get you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, same with you and like him, like Martin, because he started like when I started going to haircuts with you, you were already cutting hair and everything. You're doing what you had to do.
Yeah.
Martin was like, yo, I'm trying to get into cutting hair.
Yeah.
And then like his story's pretty cool because he had a buddy that was like, yo, just I don't care, like just,
Yeah.
it's hair, I'll grow
Yeah.
back, like fuck it up. And
Yeah.
Martin would do that shit, and then that's when Martin got better and better. And then as Martin got like doing more, I was like, well, we cut my hair. He's like, yeah, bro, cut your hair. I'm like, I got simple,
Yeah.
And it was legit. Martin was such a perfectionist. It would take 3 hours for him to cut our hair, bro. So long. And bro, it'd get rough, man. It'd get rough with that dude. But now, he's like 45 minutes dialed in, doing what he's got to do.
Yeah.
But no, I can't stand him. I guess sometimes he's funny with the cutting hair and the barber stuff. But
Yeah.
it's cool.
I love it.
It was cool when he was in the barbershop. He did the Revolution and stuff, and he'd be like sitting there, and I'd be like, get my haircut playing FIFA with one of the other guys. I played Madden. I played Madden. I'm terrible at FIFA, but I played Madden with the other guys and stuff. One time, the owner of Revolution, he was sitting there, and he's like, man, like what's the bet tonight, bro? We're talking about football, and he's like, should I do like Saquon Barkley first touchdown? Like, nah, bro, freaking Travis Kelce, Kelce, and he's like, why? And I'm like, well, he's like the number one receiver, tight end, and this and that, and he's like, well, the odds are like plus 600. He's first scored. I'm like, well, I'm just telling you. I'm not telling you to take the bet. I'm just telling you what I think. And then I left, and then like 30 minutes later, Martin called me, bro, your fucking bet hit. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, it hit. And he freaking bet off that. And he won like $100 off the bet that I told him. Like, damn, what the hell?
See, that's like the best part about being in the barbershop too, bro. It's like you go over there, talk shit, talk sports, kick back. It's a vibe for sure.
There's some people that have some fucking crazy ass takes. So I'd be overhearing people, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
One thing I forgot to bring up when we went to the Monarch, Matt.
Oh yeah, it was sick.
He went to the roulette table.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think you told me this story before. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. I was like hyping up the guys at the shop. I'm like, yo, like just messing around at first. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bet $100 on black and red tonight. Just stupid talk. Hey, you should, bro. And then it was kind of the back of my mind all night. I was like, yo.
He said it like 5 times at dinner.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I'm about to go bet $100 out of fucking red or black. And then the girls went upstairs real quick.
Well, so we were like sitting there. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I just don't know if I'm going to do like black or red, but I think I'm going to do black. I'm like, well,
We're all wearing
all
black.
of us
We're
are wearing
wearing
black.
There you go.
I'm like,
There
that's
you
a
go.
sign.
Yep.
He's like, done deal.
Yep.
Exactly.
Dude, go pull out $100 out of the wallet, give it to the dealer. I'm like, I need $100 worth of chips. Dude, she gives me a fat old stack of chips like
Hell
this,
yeah,
bro.
that's dope.
I'm like, fuck. Mwah. Oh, black, bro, dude.
hell
She
yeah.
spins it, bro. 10 black, bro. Dude, flip, bro.
We went for Danny, his bachelor party a while back, and it was like a big group. It was like 10 of us that went. 10, like almost 15. And man, I wish they were still here because it'd been hilarious to tell Bobby there, but I'll get to that part at the end. But John, one of our buddies, he's like, fuck it, dude, $50 on black.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And he goes, boom, he puts it on black. Boom, it hits. He's like, fuck it, double it up on black.
Yes.
Grabs it, puts 100 down black. Boom, he hits it. We're like, oh shit, no way, we're losing. Like, dude, and like, yeah. And we're like, what you at? I'm only down 300 now.
Terrible. See, that was the thing too. I told Jalen, I was like, should I let it ride? And he's like, nah. I was like, fuck, should I? Like, cause I really wanted to, bro. I was
that's when
like,
you lose it.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
just not that guy either. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah, keep going,
Keep
bro.
going.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, yo, bro, you're already up.
It's hard when it's
Yeah.
not your money. You know what I mean? They keep it going. It's
Yeah.
hard when it's not your money
Yeah,
to tell people to
yeah,
bet.
for sure. And then Jalen, he's like, dude, I'm feeling ballsy. I'm like, oh yeah. He just had like a $54 like ticket. And he's like, I'm gonna put it all in on blackjack at the machine over there. I was like, all right, cool. And he's like, shit. And I'm like, do it, dude. He's like, slowly putting the chips up there, bro.
It's like the virtual
yeah,
blackjack.
the virtual one.
And I
Dude, he
think
hit.
win.
Yeah,
he came
dude.
up. It was like what, $120, $150 or something like
Nah,
that.
it was like 110.
Yeah, sick.
And so
They
that
just
same
doubled it.
night, they were after Blackhawks for Danny's bachelor party. We're hanging out, having fun, and then it comes to nighttime. Well, Andy was one of our buddies. Andy, he was the best man. He hooks it up with 2 bedrooms, two hotel rooms.
Right.
He's like, "You don't pay for nothing. I'm the best man. This is what I'm gonna do for everybody." I'm like,
Who
"Hell yeah,
did?
this is sick." Andy,
Damn, I should have done that.
yeah, but he, he's like,
Oh,
"Yo, I
good
got
luck.
y'all, dude. I got you guys." Like, this is sick. Well, like 10 of us get in this 2-bedroom, 4 beds basically.
Yeah.
And we're like, "How we can do this out?" We're like, "Well, Bobby is the biggest dude."
Yeah.
Bobby, you got
who's
this
sleeping
bed.
next to the bear?
Right? So Bobby gets this bed, and then John's like, "Oh, well, John and Bobby." John's like, "I'll just sleep on the floor. I don't care about sleeping on a bed. I'm fine with the floor." Cool. Other people double up. Another people double up. Me and my buddy Fabi were like, "Oh, we'll double up on this bed. I'm a big dude. He's a smaller dude." We're like, "Cool,
Boom.
perfect lineup." So we're sitting there hanging out, having fun. I'm like taking Snapchats, dude, and then Fabi's like, "Dude, it's 4 a.m. by the time we get back to the hotel. But we were drinking Danny's drink of choice. We were like, Danny, you pick the drink of choice. We'll drink that all night. And he works for an energy company.
Yeah.
And he wants that energy drink with tequila.
Okay.
We sip on that all night. Damn. So we're just sipping on the energy drinks all night.
Damn.
And we're like, fuck, dude. So that's why we're up till 4 a.m., bro. So finally, and then we're playing that game where nobody wants to go back to no one wants to be the bitch that goes back to the room.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like, our room's the Lucky Horseshoe, like, down the hill. We're at the Monarch. So we're, like, up the entirety of the hill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need to go back. I was like, yo, I'm out of here. See you guys. And I'm like, yo, you trying to go back? Like, nah, man, I'm good. You trying to go back? Like, nah, I'm good. All right, guys. Hey, I'm heading out. As I walk out, everyone's like, yeah, let's just leave. I'm like, fuck all you guys. So we leave, get back to the hotel, get back to that park. Well, Fabi's like, I gotta get up at, we're up at 4 a.m. I need to get up at 7 because I got a tea time at 8 in Thornton.
Damn.
And we're like, what? He's like, yeah, bro, so I gotta take off. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep. So he passed out. He's passed out. I hear Bobby and John in the other room talking. Well, fuck, I'm gonna freaking talk to them because I'm still wide awake. Like, I'm not even sleeping. So I'm sitting there talking to them. We're bullshitting. They say, no, it's me and Bobby on one bed. Bobby and I are in bed, passed out together. And then he's like sleeping like shorts and like a crew neck.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry, Zoe. He goes, pulls his crew neck off, takes his bear skin. I'm like, you're a big old polar bear, bro. You're all white and shit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So boom, bro, we're laying down, we're going.
Got the polar bear and the brown bear sleeping.
Literally,
yeah,
bro.
literally,
Literally. Freaking. And we're sitting there, and I'm like chilling, and all I hear is just.
Just a beast.
And I'm like this. I'm like. And Bobby's facing me,
Oh,
and I'm
God.
facing him because I was facing away from him. Right, I'm back. He got, we're not trying no eye contact.
Yeah.
So then he rolls over, and I roll, and I look at him. I'm like this, and he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you're snoring really loud, bro. And he's like, the fuck are you doing in my bed, Lorenzo? Like, why are you still laying? I'm like, dude, shut up. We go to bed. We wake up. It's like 9 now.
Yeah.
Fabi's gone. There's a bed empty. Bobby and I are sleeping.
That's tight.
He's like, bro, why were you in the bed with me? Like, because we were having a great time talking, bro.
Yes, it just passed out.
Yeah, it was funny. He was pissed though. I was like, bro, you got sleep apnea? He's like, I do have sleep apnea. I'm like,
I can tell.
ahead of time, dude. But yeah, those are some freaking funny nights we had.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, is that me?
Oh, you can't see?
No,
Oh,
it's
not
loading. It's loading.
Yeah, so
Here
we
you
go to San Francisco because we went to go watch the Oakland Raiders game.
Yeah. Is he
Oakland
Houston,
Raiders
right?
versus Cincinnati.
I think so.
I
And
think so.
I'm sleeping with Lorenzo.
It's so loaded. You know my
Dang
Wi-Fi
it,
or what?
dude.
You know my
No,
Wi-Fi?
I don't. And I sleep with Lorenzo. My dad sleeps with Ramon.
Do you guys all snore?
I snore when I'm very tired.
Dude, I snore, bro.
Do you?
I'm a beast. Like, and it's crazy, bro. Fucking when I hopped on test, dude, one of the side effects is sleep apnea.
Oh.
It's
Loading?
No.
Dude, he was just
Stop
playing.
putting it full blast. Stop trying to put the volume up every time you do
Dude,
it.
so fucking
Oh, yeah.
like the first month of me on, bro, we've had our first trip to Vegas for SEMA. Dude, I was like vibrating the whole fucking hotel. Jesus Christ.
Did you hear that?
Yes. Is that you? You're a monster.
But I don't.
Oh shit.
From my understanding, because I don't know, right?
Yeah.
For sure. But Desiree tells me if it's not every night. It's
Yeah.
if I'm very tired.
Okay.
We're traveling. We're in the same. I'm tired.
Dude, that's a beast, right? Like,
Yeah, bro.
That was all night, bro. I did
My
not
dad,
sleep.
my mom used to tell a story like your dad snores so bad, and we're like, I don't know, dude. She's like, no, like it's bad, so boys, it's bad. We're like, I don't know. We went to.
I was
Where's
doing
the
it
end
for
of
the
the
mic.
mic?
I was doing it for the mic so that people could hear what I had to
Jesus.
endure.
And we went to Cali one
Yeah.
year, and we all 6 of us were in one hotel room.
yeah.
And bro, this dude was snoring, dude, and legit like. And then finally the next day, like, Dad, like something's going on, bro. Like he's like, no, like, dude, it's bad, Dad.
Yeah.
He
So
did
finally,
a-
after that, he went and got the sleep apnea
Dude.
stuff and everything, got the machine and
He
stuff.
did
He's
a
a lot better now.
test, like a sleeping test. I think
Yeah.
they said he woke up like 20 times within an hour.
Really?
Because your brain wakes up
Yeah.
technically
Yeah,
still.
yeah,
So he's like, you're not sleeping right.
Yeah.
You're not sleeping good
Because he would
enough.
always
That's
wake
why.
up super tired.
yeah.
He's like, I'm sleeping, but like I
Yeah.
wake up exhausted.
Yeah.
And they found out that that's why.
Yeah.
See, I haven't figured out when I snore real heavily, but yeah, dude, I'll
When I'm
snore
tore
like a
up,
beast.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was
yeah.
that was a big thing. So when I was drunk, dude, I would like Jazz would get scared, bro, because I would like sound like I was choking, bro.
Yeah.
Just and she's like, and then he'd stop it and I'm like, oh shit, like that, like bro, like so I mean,
Rough.
like now too though, like I said, bro, since I hopped on fucking test, bro, that shit fucking has sleep apnea as
For
a side
people
effect.
that don't know, test is testosterone.
Yep.
Yeah. He just uses
So-
slang.
So I'm fucking what's it called? Oh, hypogonadism. That's what it is. You know what that
Oh,
is?
no.
Hypogonadism?
He's got gonads.
Nah, no. It
Hypo
just means you're low on testosterone. So
Oh.
that's hypogonadism. Your fucking body doesn't really release enough natural testosterone. So that is why I hopped on test. And I get buff. And I get buff. But yeah, I do have hypogonadism, so that shit sucks. But also, I think that's because of my drinking too, bro. I think it stunted
It
a
could
lot
be,
of my
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I know.
Have you guys ever gotten your shit tested, or like, do you
Bro,
feel the
I haven't
need
been
to?
I haven't been seen by a doctor since 2015.
See, I'm not real big on doctors and shit, but like, dude, I fucking had to go to the urgent care because
I mean, like a physical.
I got
You've gone to
strep.
like the doctors.
Like physical.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
that's it.
seen a doctor. I
Yeah.
saw when I pulled my back. He was there when I pulled my back.
Yeah, I was there.
It was rough.
Dude, one time I got strep in my nose, bro. So
Uh.
strep like doesn't fucking just like you don't just get strep throat. It attacks like weak or like open wounds, shit
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? So I don't have my tonsils anymore, and dude, I had to have like just gotten my nose pierced like a month before I had gotten strep. The kids, Jazz, all got strep throat. Dude, I ended up getting fucking strep in my nose because it was an open wound. Dude, my fucking nose was humongous. Dude, I had to go get my fucking nose drained, bro. All this
Ugh.
bullshit, bro.
I
Antibiotics,
legit
dude.
just watched a video of a guy talking about how he's like, because they're like random facts about us, and he's like, until about 7 years old, I
Yeah.
used to suck my thumb.
Really?
He's like, I got.
Oh, I thought you were
strep.
saying
No,
that.
I mean,
I was like,
the
really?
video.
You
No,
did,
no.
huh?
He's like, by 7 years old, I used to suck my thumb, and he's like, one time I had strep, and I had a cut in my thumb, and I was
Yep.
sucking my thumb, and my thumb got inflamed, and I had
Yep.
to drain the pus and everything.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know
because
it's a
strep
thing.
attacks weak fucking like or open wounds and shit like that.
You're
Yeah.
just weak as fuck, dog. I strep all the time, bro. So I didn't get my tonsils taken out, but I'm too much of a puss. I need to get them taken out.
Do you have your wisdom teeth?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have them still?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
It's probably why I get migraines so much. I get migraines a lot. They say
That was the
it's
worst
a
experience
big
I've
thing.
ever
I don't think I actually. I
You're
think
the
I
one that
have
scarred
them.
me to do that. I don't want to
I've
do
never
it.
gotten a migraine before. I don't think.
Oh, it's
It
so
was
bad.
it was rough because they just destroyed my freaking jaw.
I just remember like your guys' mom, like growing up, like you guys would always say like, "Oh, my mom has really bad migraines," and then Jalen ended up getting them really bad.
I get really bad
And I
migraines
remember.
now.
Do you?
Now that I'm older, yeah.
Yeah. I just remember like that as I don't know why I remember that, but I remember you guys would always say like your
Bro,
mom would
after
get them really bad.
After a football practice, obviously because you're hitting with your head, I had to go to the hospital.
Because of migraines?
Yeah, because I had a migraine so bad that I got home, my parents weren't home, and I couldn't even see the light
Wow.
because the light was like making it even
Hurting.
worse. So I went straight to my room and I had the light off and I heard my parents come home and they came in my room like, "Hey, you're home?" It's like, "Turn the light off, turn the light." They're like, "What's going on?" And I had to explain it to
I think I
them.
remember this.
And
You
they
told me
ended
this
up
story.
like taking me to the hospital. They gave me I think it was like morphine or something like that through the liquid,
Wow.
through the IV. And after that I finally like fell asleep and then I woke up like an hour later and
Yeah.
it was gone. But it was so bad, dude. Freaking
I get them, but I've had two that were like insanely bad. The first one I remember getting bad because I was getting like headaches and they last like 3 days,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, what is going on? And I remember now that I'm older, I used to get migraines when I was younger,
Okay.
but I thought they were just headaches,
Yeah.
and I thought I was just sick. Like it was just a headache that hurt, and I take ibuprofen, wouldn't go away, and then I'd wait, and it went away eventually. Then I got older. I was driving home one time from church with Desiree, and I like just went silent because my head was hurting so bad. And she's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And I finally like pulled off I-25. I pulled into one of the gas stations right there on 52, and I just told her like, the left side of my body's numb right now.
Really?
I cannot feel it. Like my right, because the brain, the way it goes,
yeah,
it shifts
opposite,
over.
Yeah.
I was like, the right side of my head is hurting so bad. The left side of my body, or no, it was left to my right because I had the hand, I had the thing. I was like, I cannot feel my right side of my body. And she's like, what? And I was like, I cannot feel it. So I had to get out. She drove home. So that was like one of the worst ones. I went. She got me like Excedrin, and I did. I was like, okay, cool. The second time was I was at my cousin's bachelor party, and they were all the way in Longmont, and I'm there. It was late. It was like 10 o'clock, something like that. I went to lunch with them, and I went back to them. They were drinking. I gotta drive, so I won't drink. I'm good. And I go to the restroom, and I'm just chilling, going to the restroom, and the next thing you know, I have a sharp pain in the right side of my head, all the way from there to my neck to like my shoulder, and it was so bad. Oh my god, I'm in the bathroom in there at the freaking Airbnb that they're renting out, and I'm losing it. And I finally like, yo, I'm like, all right, cool. And then I get the string. I'm like, cool. I go. I'm like, hey, I'm out of here, guys. Oh, you're leaving? Yeah, I'm just head out here. Cool. Hopped in the car, just take off driving home. And I'm driving home, and the right side of my head just beating. I'm calling Desiree, and I'm like, stay on the phone with me because I might have to pull over. Like it's so bad, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get home. And like, you want me to meet you? Like, I'll call if I need to pull over. I'll tell you to come out here, but because it was late in the night already. And finally, I got home, hopped in the shower, turned it hot, sat in the shower, and just rubbed my neck out because it just felt like there was just a hard muscle stone in my neck. That was one of the worst migraines I ever had. That was terrible. After that, I
don't think I've ever had one. I've had like, I don't know if it was one, but I've had like a headache that's lasted like 3 or 4 days.
Do you get hangovers? Like headaches from?
Nah, not really, because I just drink again.
I
just started up again and just be like, shit's gone, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had one like that. I've had, I said, like I don't know if it was one, but I've had like actually just within this last year, the end of the year, dude, I had a headache probably like for 4 days, bro. Like same thing too. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was drinking a bunch of water, trying to get it, like, you know, maybe it was dehydrated. I even got those fucking headache painkillers, like everything.
Yeah,
bro.
like Excedrin.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, because then I finally, like a couple weeks, like a month or 2 months ago, I had to miss work because it was so bad. It hurt so bad. I couldn't go to work. Damn. And my boss knows now. He's pretty cool about it. I told him, like, because I had to, like, went to the doctor. They checked me out. You know, like, they're, like, literally telling me, like, if you keep messing with your migraines like this, like, we'll probably do, like, a scan on your head to make sure you're okay. Like, if it's that bad. Yeah. Luckily, I started taking medicine. It's good. Find out, and that's what I said to my boss, but, like, I find out it's more stress caused. Okay. So if I'm really stressed at work, I have a lot of stuff going on. And because migraines. I stopped drinking water. I'm just so busy and all this stuff. And that's why I'm always drinking, like primes or electrolyte drinks, always, because I get dehydrated so fast. It's so bad. So then that turns into migraines, and then I'm done. So I was talking to my boss, and he's like telling me, like, well, like, you know, I was I'm sorry, I had a migraine yesterday. I ran out of medicine, like I was just messed up. And he's like, well, like, what causes it? And I was like, I was like,
out,
well, it's like, I don't sound like a bitch, but like it's stress, like it's just stress. Like, I've been busy at work. He's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. And he started laughing because, like, you're good. Like, don't make that be the reason. It's not that big of a deal for But I was like, I don't want to sound like a bitch, boss. But it's because I'm stressed out at work, dude. Like, that's how it works. And he's like, no, you're good. But yeah, dude, migraines are rough, man. They are rough. It's not one of my. They're not fun at all.
That sounds terrible.
But I'll put. And then now I know that they're in like stress, but then also dehydration. Yeah. So I'll grab like a big old water bottle. Yeah. And one of my buddies told me too, like, if you have really bad migraines, it's a good thing. And I don't know how it works, but he's like, ground yourself. You take your shoes, socks off, bare feet. You go outside and you just sit in the grass. Let your feet touch the grass, and I guess if it helps, some weird shit. But I mean, it does help. So I'll do that. And I'll grab my like a jug of water and just start sipping on water, getting that, and then I'm all right. Cool, we're good. Take the medicine too, but that helps it out and everything. Because it gets bad, dude. I hate those things. I wouldn't wish this upon anybody.
Sounds terrible.
They're rough.
Yeah. But no, man. Want to thank you for coming on. Always, it was fun. It's always just fun just having someone come on and talking with the boys. Cause
I'm special. Man. It's my second episode.
Almost up there with Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's like 4 or 5.
Fuck Bobby. Fuck that guy. I love Bobby, bro. It's funny, bro, because barely last year, or no, like when did we go have dinner with Charles?
Yeah, about last year.
But like, when was it? Maybe like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right at the New Year almost.
Yeah. Dude, I barely found out fucking their dad name was actually Charlie too. Fucking
so
idiot,
funny.
Bro. How crazy is that, bro? Like,
Bobby.
Literally, I was calling their dad like Bobby since like middle school, bro.
That's hilarious.
Since middle school, bro. I was like, hey, what's up, Bobby? And they're like, I guess he told me when when he came and got a haircut for me. I was like, dude, why did I just find out like the other night? I've been fucking calling you Bobby for like since middle school. He's like, yeah, probably about since middle school you've been calling me Bobby. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, Claudia even asked like after a few years it went by and like, you know, we've known you for a long time. Like, Matt's still calling you Bobby, huh? He's like, yeah. But he's like, oh yeah, well, you know, so-and-so's grandpa used to call me fucking Jeff for like 10 years too. And I'm like, dude, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. My father-in-law for like the first 3 years when I was with Desiree, he used to make a joke and he'd call me like Pablo, Pedro, Jose, like call me every other Mexican word then Reds up. So it was pretty funny.
Dude, fucking Smokey's grandpa used to call me Mario.
Hey
Mario! I'm like, fuck, dude, it's Matt, bro.
I thought of that dude today because there's some hats that those
The
Logan Farms.
Oh,
They're the farm hats. They have like it's like a rooster and it says cock.
Yeah.
Or like bull. It's a bull and it says shit or something like that.
Yeah.
One of those cool things. And it actually was it says Smokey and it was a bear in the
that's
mountains.
tight.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah.
$40. I didn't get it.
$40.
Too much out of my range.
Yeah.
But like I said, one thing you meant
Always,
make
bro.
a quick little episode, a little hour. So we're out.